What have been ones that surprised you with how well they've done?
So early on in February, I posted a video about like that friend who shows up at your door in the morning is like, we're going for a hike. And so I was like, pretend on the phone outside this dude's house. And I was like, he was like, yeah, I have like a call or like a work meeting in like 30 minutes. And I'm like, you're going to have to reschedule that. We're going hiking. And I didn't think it would be funny at all. Like I didn't like the video. It wasn't nearly one of my favorites. And it got like 5 million views.
Huh.
And it was like insane. That's kind of what like catapulted it and made it start to grow.
Have you had the opposite scenario where you're like, this is fucking fire and it flops?
It's humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I'm trying to think of one in particular. There's one where like people who have maps on their wall. Like similar. I have maps on my wall in my room. Like I filmed it with a map on my wall.
If you were here 2 weeks ago,
I literally just looked that way and forgot that we did things.
Right. Yeah.
And it was just kind of poking fun. Like I live in the city. I'm like, but I have a map of like the 8,000 meter peaks in the Himalaya on my wall. And I live in Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm like, this map is just a symbol that like we could go on a 1-month expedition at any moment. Huh. And I was dying laughing at that. Sometimes I make myself crack up, and then it got like not nearly as many views as the other ones.
Yeah.
So.
What's your favorite one that you've made? Like, which one is by far and away the funniest to you?
Oh, I've made so many now. It's like probably I really like a lot of like the skiing ones. So I've done a lot with skiing and snowboarding. So I did one where it was like that guy you run into at like one of like the fancy resorts, right, in Colorado. And it was just kind of, his name was like Conrad or something. And that character I thought was really funny, and people really resonated with that. So that's probably my top. Yeah.
I know I've come across at least a couple. Do you have an estimate for how many of your videos are poking fun at through hikers or ultralight purists or anything like that?
I haven't done a ton of like through hiking specific ones recently.
Is that too niche now because of how big your audience is?
Almost. Yeah. Like I've done guy who just got off finished a through hike. That was one of them I did. I've done like ultra running ones. I've done.
Are you a runner?
No, the opposite actually.
Yeah.
Same. I'm a sitter.
Ultra sitter.
So yeah, I would like to do. It would be cool to do a series on like the PCT, the AT, and the CDT.
Yeah.
Like people who hike those trails specifically.
Yeah.
And I think I've scripted the AT one. I just haven't gotten around to filming it yet.
Yeah.
But they are a little niche now.
Yeah.
So that's been a challenge, like finding things that can apply to a large demographic of people.
Insert apologies if you've already done this one. I haven't watched the whole catalog.
That's fair.
But have you, and if you haven't, can you do one for people who host a podcast?
I could do that. I haven't done it yet.
We could help you with that.
The closest I've done to that was, and this has nothing to do with the outdoors. I don't know. It was one of those videos where I'm like, this is unrelated to all my others. It was like people who only bench press when they go to the gym start a podcast. And so it was just them talking about like chest day, like the whole video. But that's like the closest I've done. So I could do just a podcast in general one. Yeah.
That's funny. Do you have a short list of stereotypes or cities or ideas that you're going to take jabs at here soon?
Yeah, let me show you. I have a notes. So I write all my ideas on a notes app in my phone. It's like very unofficial.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Interjection. Do you ever get nervous that someone's going to go through your notes app? Because I feel like I put all of my thoughts in my notes app, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know what people would think of me if this is just like a scattering of nonsense.
I mean, I think the lock feature on notes apps was one of the best that they've invented. You can lock your notes. I didn't know that you could
do that.
And it's like passcode protected.
That's clever.
Yeah, but I don't lock this one. But these are, you can see, like those are all my concepts that I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
And then down below, I could scroll for like an hour.
Huge.
Yeah, like these are all the scripts.
That's a novel.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, so you write out the full script?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll film snippets one at a time, like lines one at a time, and I'll crop them together.